Good day, fellow teachers. In this video, we'll talk about developing pupils' visual discrimination skills. Before we begin, let's take a minute to define the term visual discrimination skills. Visual discrimination skills can be defined as the ability to see and describe differences between objects or symbols by sight. If our pupils are going to read successfully, they will need to be able to identify letters and words. To our trained adult eyes, the difference between the small letters B, P, and D are easy to distinguish. But for a child, the letters B, D, and P may seem to be exactly the same. Children develop visual discrimination skills gradually over several years. Very young children should be able to discriminate between real objects. In other words, they can tell you how the objects are alike and how they are different by actually touching and holding them. As children develop, they will be able to discriminate between abstract symbols such as shapes. For instance, when shown a triangle and a square, the child can describe how the shapes are alike and how they are different. By the time children come to primary school, they should be able to discriminate between more abstract symbols like letters and numbers. Since many of our pupils have not had much exposure to print and probably did not attend nursery school, we spend the first term of P1 making sure all the pupils will be ready for formal reading instruction beginning in term 2. We have developed 4 different visual puzzles to teach visual discrimination in term 1. Let's look at how Jimmy and Semi at Abaye Primary School use the puzzles during their lessons. The first puzzle we call What is Missing. In a What is Missing, the pupils have to find the missing parts. There may be 1, 2, or 3 things missing in the puzzle, depending on how hard you want to make it. Another visual puzzle we call Odd One Out. Jimmy made his own Odd One Out puzzle with manila and markers. This puzzle is called Find the Pair. 2 of the pictures are exactly alike, and the other 2 pictures are similar, but have some slight differences from the matching pair.
Yo te neno. Kuna ma chele. Chichal gi na pukere gi na dekie. Le yo nena le apa. Chichal gi ni men. Ya ko kan mane na gen chal gi ni men. Chal gi ni men. Ni man chal gi ni nga. Chal gi ni mo. Man chal gi ni ma. Ngom mi ko ri chal. Ko ya mata le ma ra. Na or ben pi. Ngom mi o gi chichal. Dạ cái quay Linh ngon miếng kim chi chơi con kêu đi đi con kêu tiếng ngọ quay mặt đây.
The final visual puzzle that teachers use to develop pupils' visual skills in term 1 we simply call matching.
Chal gini mane? Ka jo kan yeni kon na be man ni chal gini man mo? Man ni chal gini mane? Man chal gini mane? Ka man chal gini mane? Yo wi ka man chal gini man mo? Ngom mi man pa chal gini mane? Ngom mi man pa chal gini mane? Dan ya ko wa con. Ngom mi man ni pa chal gini mane? Ngom mi man pa chal.
That one will help the learners when it comes to the actual teaching of these letters to the learners. Because we have seen in very many occasions, our learners, when they are writing their normal writings, you find some of them writing in verse letters, writing letters upside down in the wrong way. So that thing alone will make them to be very serious with whatever they write in future, because they know that there are also other things which are not correct, although they look alike.
Similar versions of all 4 of these puzzles are found in the pupil primer. Here is what they look like in the primer. What is missing? Odd one out. Find a pair. And matching. Do you see how, with some of the puzzles, we have made them progressively more difficult as the term went on? Along with these visual puzzles, there are also classroom games you can play to develop your pupils' visual skills. Let's follow Jimmy as he plays 3 different games with his pupils.
Mele la pe mele mo ni. Ambrose ke ko ba wan kwane ko nga gini nga.
Chen gi na piu.
Yo, tio ko mo? Ya kana wan kwane ko mu chin gini nga. Piu. De le wi. Mana ni ta mo bero nga. Piu. Man ko no. Te kane no wa ti tuoro. Nga pitu. Te kane no wa ti tuoro ta. Wi ni ke o bala pe to.
Jimmy knows that pupils learn best when they are actively involved in the lesson, so he structures his visual skill activities like games.
You add the object. Yeah, that you can use any object, but it should be somehow small but easy to be seen by all the learners. Now open your eyes. Can you try to look around the classroom? Where is the object that I show you?
Tekin era kanu chimpi ye, gine ne ucap ni tuwa. Tekin era ne kanu chimpi ye. Oh, tio kamu? Tio ka? Ay marra ka. In ka ba ni na ver, ko ya thai, tak ur ber ko ping. Aman. Api yo dang tike kan noro. Tike ka, yo ka jele. Tike ka jele. Tike ka jele. Ayo jim. Ka beri ni tuwa kan na chimpi ye. Nyur kamu?
There is what we call spy with my little eye. This is a very interesting game. Yeah, for example, we can tell them, no, I spy with my little eye. I have seen an object in this classroom of ours, which begins with the sound. They think, they start putting their hand. Teacher, could it be share? Could it be this?
Wan ko beti nenu ti ngam. Nenu. Aja nenu ke wa ti tina rio ni. Wa ti tina di ni. Ario. Wa ti tina di ni. Ario. Dia ni nenu. Aya, nenu ginoro ko. Anena nenu ke yin, anenu ginoro ko. Anenu ginoro. Jadi wi. Anenu ginoro. Ginama nenu no. Nye. Duane, cai kiri. Lingke wi, aku ni aneh ginoro, aneh mau ginoro. Ginama aneh no, duane cai kiri ngah. Wi ada. Jangan dia mundur berumah no aneh no, kali ini kan. Inti muci, kayak tu muci dekori. Unyu beru gini boy, wi mah. Lagi tu kau unyu ye nu pergi jaga be. Pian ini tiket jaga ini ngeu kita aneh. Ngeu. Aneh ni tiket jaga ini tiket. Ini unyu beru gini bo. Piro video. Kayak yang tong kem kayak jaga. Gina aneh no. Nye jaga kita ngau. Yo kena Indonesia. Piro rana. Unyu beru Jawa. Piro kali nyo beru ngau? Jawa. Piro kali nyo beru ngau? Jawa.
And the person who gets that one correct, you ask him or her also to look around and says an object in the classroom that begins with the sound he has seen.
Beru ngau? Piro kan mau kapir ayo Jawa. Kau yang mati, nyo beru ngau? Jawa. Joko chim Jawa nói Việt Nam này là cho nên nào Việt Nam này nào Việt Nam này rồi phải có đàn cùng đàn phải ăn mà còn nhìn mà bạn còn nên cái nó cái này có một cái nào đấy nè nào cái có cả con nó mới cha có kiểu thế mồi cái có một cái này thì nó cha cả thì ngồi cha về có một về cái nhiều về đâu mà cái nhiều về có bị bỏ chưa đang chưa đang về là cái cô vi quay mà thế có bao nhiêu cả nếu nhiều về đâu vậy bố chưa dòng mà bao nhiêu cả chưa hả nếu về đâu mà vậy còn chơi chỉ muốn chơi là cái gì vậy chưa hả
That activities is I think in visual almost is the most interesting one because you have a number of objects in front of the learners. After explaining to them all those objects in front, now you ask them, can we close our eyes? They close their eyes. You maybe first of all change the position, just change the position of the first object. You pick the one that was last, maybe you bring the middle, you take the one in the middle to the last position. You ask them, can we now open our eyes? They open their eyes, they see. You ask them, now, can you tell us what has happened here? They think, they see, they think, okay, I see. This thing was here.
Ya bueno, ya bueno, ya bueno, ami tu ni, jangan puja. Mira, ya aku gua ngoti mere, ling, ngoti mere cùng chơi vài con mà. Iya, kok macam, Miriam cakap apa berak. Miriam, kau ni jangan ni kau ni. Jadi ni anak ni rakun. Jadi ni no. Ami tu Miriam kau buang ngoti mere. Miriam kau buang ngoti mere kan. Mereka macam dua ni nak mereka jual macam ni. Jag, kau jual gula kau ni jag. Jag nuti kau, olah apa? Ayah, kau yang macam Miriam, kau yang macam, jangan rumah mana? Anda apa ni? Saya bukan ni kau yang bingkan. Cô biểu con ngò chi mẹ can kalbi. Ngò chi mẹ này, chào cho mình hoàng kiểu con này, ngò chi mẹ này.
Last notification.
Hả?
Notification.
Giờ
Đồ cái con của các bạn.
giờ là các cậu của giờ bác chỉ nghĩ phải. Em nó có quán đấy flash một thích về này, cả cá này, giờ là các cậu của quên này. À mấy nhớ đi flash là học cái cá này kia nên ngọ. Liền con, flash là học cái cá này kia nên ngọ. Giờ được không? Flash là học cái cá này kia nên ngọ. Cho cái này đọc cái nó thì cái, đọc không được cái nó gì mình biết cái gì chứ. Đọc cái nó gì mình biết cái gì chứ, gì này đọc không? Utia ka mo? Mi ngai ra ka.
Visual discrimination skills are taught every Tuesday and Thursday as part of pre-reading, pre-writing time. The visual skill activity should take about 10 minutes of the 30-minute lesson. So now, let's review what we have discussed in this video. First, we have said that visual discrimination skills are required if pupils are going to learn to read. We defined visual discrimination skills as the ability to see and describe differences between objects or symbols by sight. Next, we say that pupils don't develop the visual skills to read overnight. It takes several years and progresses through stages from very simple to more complex. Then we saw how you can use a variety of visual puzzles to help your pupils quickly develop the visual discrimination skills they need. Finally, we observed some games you can play with your pupils that also develop their visual skills. I hope you have a better idea of why visual skills are important and what you can do to make sure your pupils are ready to begin formal reading instruction. Goodbye. Thank you for your attention.